Hey guys, so this video is for anyone that is battling depression or going through a hardship. I want you to know that you are not alone. There are over 1 million people or more that face depression daily. Some of them use weed and liquor or another substance to cope with depression, but I want you to know that those are only temporary. Once you're sober and you wake up, you realize you're still in that same predicament. Whatever demons you're fighting, whether you lost your job, heartbreak, or you're just not happy with your life. You're not at where you want to be. You're 35 and you haven't found what your purpose was in life. Like, it's a lot of things that could honestly put you into depression mode, right? And I want people to understand that mental health is very, very important, right? Mental health is very important. And sometimes you don't even know what someone's going through. They can be out having the time of their life, and they can really be fucked up in the head. They can really be fucked up to the point where they went to that party, and then later on that night, they committed suicide. It's a lot, and I want people to literally bring more awareness to mental health, because some people need a hug. Some people want to just be told that they're pretty. It could be the simplest thing that probably could change someone's life, right? But for the people that are dealing with depression, try to find another way to cope, to actually heal, whether it's getting a therapist. And there are therapists I think that are free online, if I'm not mistaken. You don't have to necessarily, if you don't have the money to pay out of pocket, there are other resources. Get someone that you can talk to that you feel like can be your safe space, right? Do something versus harming yourself, right? I know it's easier said than done, but it's a process. I know it's a process, but try to do journaling. Try to write, whether it's writing a poem or it's just finding a different way to get yourself to a point where you're healed. And it could take a year. It can take years. Like it can take a lot to get out of a dark space. But if you put yourself in that mindset and you actually discipline yourself, anything is possible, right? Whether you got to take a walk every day, whether you go to the gym, whether we're going to positive things, whether you are, you can sing. Singing helps people heal. Believe it or not, it does. Whether you can sing or you're finding those friends that keep you level-headed and they are your peace. But work on yourself more than anything, right? Work on yourself more than anything and get to a point where you could, you feel like you're making progress, right? Set yourself a goal every week. Every week, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get my hair cut. I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to try to eat better. Like, find ways to get back to who you were before you were in that state, right? Because it's two different powers on social media. It's the good power and it's the bad. Now, the bad power is people thinking they're supposed to be a millionaire as soon as they wake up because of what they see what goes on social media, and seeing people live these luxury, lavish lifestyles and them wanting it, and them, feeling away because they're working a 9 to 5 and they don't think they'll ever get to that point. It's really on you if you don't push yourself. Notice how a lot of these people that are successful, they didn't go to school. They didn't go to school. They literally got it out the mud, but they pushed themselves. They pushed themselves until they got noticed, right? So it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's probably very stressful because some of them, it took them 3 to 4 years to be at the place they're at. And I really feel like a lot of people don't understand that if you don't put the work in, it's not going to come. It's not going to come. You have to be consistent. And inconsistency is a big part of why you're not at where you want to be in life. And you have to be consistent in order to, if you want to be a singer, if you want to be a rapper, if you want to be an actor, everybody is not meant to be doctors and lawyers, right? So whatever your talent, your God-given talent is, you got to put in that work. You have to put that work in. You have to discipline yourself. If you don't discipline yourself and get structure, you're going to be all over the place. That's one thing. Get organized. Whether you got to set an alarm, whether you got to put sticky notes on your wall, whatever you got to do to get yourself to be in the position you want to be, keep going. Even if you run into obstacles, and we all run into obstacles. Nothing's just clear cut. We all run into obstacles. Keep going. No matter how many times you fall, keep going. Because that one time you pick yourself up can be the day where you win a lottery. You get a settlement, whatever. It can be that one day that you didn't give up, right? So you got to take that into consideration. Hard work, the proper mindset, a clear mindset. Because if you're negative all the time, then you manifest the negativity into your life. You speaking bad on your life. You ain't positive about anything. You just, oh, whatever, it ain't gonna happen. I'm never gonna be that. I'm never gonna lose this weight. If you are that type of person, then you're stopping yourself. You're stopping yourself. And you are your biggest critic. You are your biggest downfall. No matter if a relationship didn't work out, if you got laid off from a job, whatever, that doesn't mean you stop. You keep going. You keep going. You let nothing get in the way of your success. Even if you have a child, right? It's called balance. Now, I know it's very hard, but let's just say a child's in school, right? Use those hours to create what you need to create. I really do believe you are the most talented when you're broke. You are the most talented when you're broke because you ain't got nothing but time to create the life you want. So use it. Use that as a platform for you to be where you want to be. And build it. Build it. And then once you get it, don't get lazy. Do not get lazy. I know people that touched a lot of money and they got comfortable. And when it was all gone, they had no way to get the money back. So that's where you test, like, if you're a real hustler, right? And it's just a lot, honestly, overall, that comes with trying to be where you want to be in life. And I think that's what makes people depressed, honestly. A lot of people. But I just really hope that